is that Damien's a good player, but we have, it wasn't a major thing or anything like that. But I'm a pretty disciplined guy. Got to be on time, got to do some things, and so always send a little message. And that's and he's a great kid. He didn't do anything bad, just making sure we send a message. So. But he's a great player, did a great job, and I think he also helps us later on down the road. Ever Williams played his tail end off today too. I mean, he'll hit you, and no big deal. Just that's how we run our program.
Last.
You get a kick out of seeing your guys sprint across the field like that to grab that trophy.
Well, they're a lot faster than I am. I'm certainly not going to be able to sprint over there, but it's been fun to see them, when they went over to find the brown jug. I asked several of them over there, you figured out where that pig's at? Oh, Coach, it's over there. I guarantee it's over there. So, but yeah, there's nothing better in college football. I mean, these are historical games, and it's neat to have the privilege to coach in them. It's neat to play in them, and it's certainly even more fun when you win them. So, it's a great thing. I know our fans in Minnesota, I know that they're excited about it. No question about that.
Last game, were you surprised how dominant your team was today?
Well, I think it's one of those things that you never underestimate kids. And our kids have been relentless, over the last couple. Our program's been through a whole lot of things, As my wife said, we scored 51 points today, and that's Gary Tinsley's number, And so it's just been through a lot. So our kids have been relentless, and right now nothing surprised me about it. I mean, and was I concerned going in the game? You bet. As a coach, you just don't know. Certainly with younger, I don't think in the NFL they know sometimes, but with young kids, 17, 18, 19 years old, you're not sure. They got a lot going on in their lives, but they came to play today, and I told them, you want to win, we have to play with the energy and juice. That's the only way we can play. And there was a lot of energy, out there, and a lot of energy from the fans. I mean, I said we got to win the home games. We got a heck of a big test next week, but we'll enjoy this one today.
Hey, Jerry, how about some of those dance moves? Did that spontaneous or the players push you?
Oh, they give me a hard time. They I'm hard on players. I'm disciplinarian, so forth, and so if they're going to play hard for you, they got to let you got to show them you're a human being and have fun. So they razz me back and forth, and I give them a hard time. But I feel like that's why we got a good relationship. You can get after somebody, but you also got to show them that you're human every once in a while. I can't dance anyway, so everybody likes it. Everybody makes a big deal of that. So.
This Leitner's best game?
Absolutely, yeah. No doubt that this is Mitch's best game, and he's getting confidence. He's getting more confident, and he's throwing the deep ball. He's been on target with the deep ball. He'll be mad because he missed Max there at the end. He threw it out to the edge more. We had Max open, so he'll beat himself up about that. But that kid works hard now. Our quarterbacks, both those kids, and they spend a ton of time in the film room and trying to get better. So they've done a good job of staying in that bubble and just concentrating on, what we can control and not worry about what everybody else thinks or says. And, that's a credit to the kids, But you're going to deal with that your whole life, so you better get used to it.
Last year, Iowa outgained you by 300 yards up here, and last couple of years was pretty dominant efforts. Did you figure them as being some sort of a measuring stick for you and your program, especially from a physical standpoint?
Well, they're physical. there's no doubt about that. You can watch the film and see that. And they've always been physical. I just think that, as far as measuring stick, I just think we get into comparing scores and all that stuff back and forth. Coaches, everybody does, and it's a new week every week, and you just got to get your team ready to play. And I told them this. I've said all week to you all, it's going to be a physical game, and we're going to have to match that physicality, and we did today. And our offensive line has had a lot of different lineups in there. We played Connor Mays a lot today. Joe Borkland started. Connor, true freshman, playing up in there. And, was I nervous about that? Yeah, I was. But those guys stepped their game up. And not very often you play, you know, Joe Borkland's done a great job playing on a very difficult injury to his knee that he had surgery on a year ago. And then we've been a little nervous about playing that true freshman up front in the offensive line, but we did today. And not very many people playing freshman in offensive line, so we got a good future too. That's the neat thing about it.